having arrived from the Crusaders. He lines up with Villimoni Botitu in the centres. 21-year-old Louis Lebrun starts at standoff. Tom Staniforth again, the heartbeat of the pack. So, just preparing to get underway. Our referee today is Thomas Charabat. That's Racing in the, well, slightly different looking pastel blue and white stripes. Kicking off, Martin Meliande into the Castres 22. Up the line it goes and into touch. Both sides lost last week. Racing were, well, they had victory nipped away from them by Camille Lopez down in Bayonne. They were bossing that match in the first half, ended up losing. Castres also looked to be on the verge of victory against Perpignan until a last-minute try, which deprived them of an unbeaten home record, or an impressive home record. I think they were unbeaten in at home until they played that. But away come Racing already, sizzling down the touchline. Naitubi in the corner. First score on the board, and it comes from Wame Naitubi, his 4th try of the season. The Fijian burning down that touchline, and Racing in front already with barely a minute on the board. Well, what a start for the home side. What a start for the supporters who've trekked across Paris to be here tonight. Nice little switch play, just finding a little bit of space, but look at the way Naitubi just burns and then brushes his way past a rather ineffective tackle from Julien Dumora, the Castres captain. He won't be happy with that. Dumora looking to barge him into touch rather than take him around the waist and trying to tackle him into touch. It didn't work, and Racing are off to a fast start. Well, the first kick not working out for Martin Meliande. There'll be a few no's for him. The 22-year-old making his first start in the top 14. Another young man, Louis Lebrun, 21 years old with the restart. Into the 22 it goes. Castres will be wanting to hit back straight away, but it's Wenceslas Lorre who gets Racing moving, but the penalty conceded by Lorre, not rolling away, and a chance immediately for Castres to stick some points on the board and close up that early lead. Not surprisingly, opting to go for the points. Just a chance to steady themselves after that rocketing start from Racing. 21 points to his name so far this season. And that becomes 24. Racing lead by 5 points to 3. Good take by Staniforth. Laying the ball back for Jeremy Fernandez. Scrum half with his hands on it now, looking for the one over the top. Over it goes. The chase is on. For the big guns. Leclerc takes the ball in. Garrick. Help from the forwards. Jordan Joseph in there. Khaleesi joining the ruck. The barge through the middle. Khaleesi. In fact, there, taking the ball in. Oh, big tackle coming through. Henry Arundel looks this way and that, and away he goes. Can he find a gap? It'll be dangerous for Castres if he does. He's dragged down. Kamisha. He's a little knock on, but in fact he's penalised on his own, not letting go there. Well, we shouldn't be too surprised if this is a high-scoring game today. These two sides among the 4 highest scorers in the table, as you'd imagine, being up there up at the top. Racing have scored 318 points prior to this match. Bordeaux 306, Toulon 288, Castres 279, the 4th highest scorers. And Racing's average points at home 40.5 per game, with an average of 5.6 tries. Unbeaten at home this season. They've won 5 out of 5, put 66 on Oyonnax in their last home match. They enjoy playing here now at the La Défense Arena. That looked a little bit flat, shall we say, but referee Charabat lets it go. Racing looking to work the ball. Ficou moving it out wide. Saley, little charge down, collected by Meliond. This one, the penalty given the other way. Louis Guerrois, the man penalised. Racing have not won the Brenner Shield since 2016. They've often flattered, only to fall short in the closing stages. Got to the semi-finals last year. They finished 5th in the log, but then lost to Toulouse in the semis. No disgrace in that. But they are looking this year to go one better. Stuart Lancaster, the man at the helm, of course, very driven, very ambitious. Good work at Leinster. Former England coach, of course, looking to transform Racing. Saley is held up, the ball stolen away. And here goes Batitu. And Goodhue. His hands on the ball. Another turnover. Nolan Legaric down the short side. The referee's whistle has gone, though. They're going to have to come back. The penalty for Castres. Geoffrey Pallas, the man given the responsibility of drilling the ball long, and finds a good touch. Well, that was the Gael Ficou penalised. He was on the floor when he ripped it and played it. Got to be on your feet. Playing his 100th Watford's match today for Racing Gaël Fickou. Of course, he used to play across the city, Stade Francais, and made the move mid-season, as I recall. Ruffled a few feathers, but he's settled in nicely and now part of the furniture at Racing. Castres on the charge with Staniforth, does well to jiggle it back, but it's fallen into Racing hands. Now, what can they do with this? Le Garrec looks to feed out wide. Saley steps back inside, lays it back well, the former All Black. Just held up a little bit. Good defensive work from Castres, slowing things down. Racing have so much pace. We saw what Natuvi could do. Arundel as well, who is wearing 15 today, Henry Arundel, the young England winger. He's got speed as well. He's brought down now. Ball still with Racing. In goes the drive. Oh, through the gap. Oh, well, the pass wasn't good. It's been intercepted. And Castres looking to hit on the counter-attack. Held up. And in fact, it's going to be Racing who get the knock on. It's good work by Gauthier Maravat. Locked forward. There's the Brains Trust. Stuart Lancaster in the middle. Tom Whitford alongside him. Used to be down at Toulon. Team manager down there back in the Johnny Wilkinson days. Antoine Gibert on the bench. We'll get to see him in the second half, I'm sure. He'll be covering the both half-back positions. Maybe slightly galling to see Martin Méliande given his first start with the number 10 shirt today. Tristan Tedder also left out. But youth must have its chance. So the scrums pack down Racing with Gogichashvili, Shah and Laclaya in the front row. Cameron Woki, Will Rowlands in the engine room. Laurie, Khaleesi and Joseph in the back row. Castres have Lois Guerrois, Gaëtan and Wilfred Hunkpatin in the front row. Maravat and Staniforth are in the engine room. Nick Champignon de Crespini, Baptiste Cope and Abraham Papali in the back row.
Flexion. Ligue. Shot. Avantage.
Charges on. Saley comes through quickly, lays it back. Le Garrec looking to move the ball quickly. Laclaya takes it in. Forwards again, just in there. And looking to play the game at such a high tempo. Racing. They get the penalty. Very much like to get things moving quickly. Dmitry Zazevsky, another man who made the trip across Paris, was at Stade Francais, moved to Racing as a player. France hooker for a long, long time, of course. Quite often on the bench. Sorry, I was giving Camille Shah a few tips on the throwing just before the match. I think both of them should have been watching Luke Littler this week. Really steady. Incredible for a 16-year-old to show that steady hand and strong nerve in such a competition. John Allen, the old Springbok in Scotland hooker, always attributed to good line-out throwing to his work at the darts board. Racing closing in on the try line. Not a lot of room out wide. Poor Joseph, inside it goes, and there it is. There is Cammy Shah coming through, the hooker dotting down for Racing's second try of the afternoon. Cammy Shah's first try of the season. Beautifully worked, and Racing lead by 10 points to 3. Well, that was really good work from Racing, keeping the ball moving quickly. The phases following in close quarters, they never got bogged down. It started with Cammy Shah's line out. And down the tight side, Jordan Joseph holding the ball up well, popped it on the inside. Lovely work, lovely little link pass from Nolan Le Garrec, the scrum half. And Cammy Shah there to finish off. Well, that will make the Racing faithful purr with joy. This time the kick goes through the sticks. Early on the board. Racing lead 12 points to 3. Well, Castres have a little bit of a challenge in front of them at the moment. They are struggling to live with the pace of Racing. They're a hard-working team, Castres, no doubt about that. No one more so than the man wearing number 5, Tom Staniforth. Incredibly hard-working, just 29 years old. He's never been recognised by the Wallabies. There's still time, but it's running out. It's hard to know of a more hard-working lock forward at top-level club rugby. He really does put in the tackles. His pick and goes are constant. He's such a workhorse. Whether it's perceived that he's not quite international class, who knows? But really, you can only find out if you give someone a go. Castres driving in, looking through the middle. They've got Goodhue and Batito in the centres. They'll be looking to work them, but the throw goes astray, the pass straight into touch. And that will be a little bit of a disappointment for the visitors. Castres have not had much success against Racing, away at Racing, for quite a few years now. Racing have won 12 of the last 14 home matches in the top 14 against Castres. 2 that they didn't win, 1 was lost, 1 was drawn. That defeat coming all the way back in 2016. Castres winning 13 points to 9 on that day. Julian Caminati with a try. A fella called Dan Carter wearing the number 10 shirt for Racing that day. Le Garrec through the centre, long pass out wide. It's well taken on his bootstraps by Natubi, but I'm not sure he gets that touchdown. Just didn't quite make the line. Well, they're going to have a look at the touch judge. Tual Tranini saying the ball bounced straight up. Well, it'll be a question of whether he got the pressure, got the touch down, or whether he dropped it beforehand. Well, that was a lovely pickup. He rolls over. Well, to me, to my eyes, he doesn't actually get the touchdown. He drops it beforehand. I would be very surprised if that is awarded. I think Castres would be very surprised as well. Yeah, the twist and turn is part of the momentum, but here it's not a try. It was a cracking tackle from Goodhue. So the ref saying the advantage was over. He had a chance. So Gaël Ficou asking if the advantage was still over, or was over. But, ref saying it'll be done. Nothing clear to give the. Well, I thought it was pretty clear actually. I don't know what the ref is saying there. Looked in my eyes as though he came nowhere near. Well, not nowhere near, but he certainly didn't get a clear touchdown. Dropped the ball beforehand. Anyway, right, enough of me. Let's go back. We're going to restart with a drop kick from the try line. Louis Lebrun sends the ball upfield. Oh dear. Oh. That's a little bit of an error. Oh, another charge down. Well collected by Julien Dumora. Finds the touch. Oh, Gaël Ficou. Expect him to be able to take those. I don't know what went wrong there. Completely got it wrong. His mind was still on that try that never was. Kamisha. Good clean line out. Moved the ball quickly. Jordan Joseph, the man driving in. Khaleesi. Good, sorry, not Goodhue, Rowlands. The Welshman with the drive there. Accidental offside, so coming back for the scrum. Woki running into his teammate Wenceslas Lorry. Well, technically today, if Castres can come back and win this match, it's a big if. They could potentially go second, depending on what happens elsewhere, of course. Because Bordeaux currently second. They are at home to Bayonne. Toulon are away to Montpellier on Sunday night. So much will depend on how they go, but as I say, it's a big if. They're facing a real challenge at the moment. Fernandez with the putting. Oh, it's a little bit messy. It's not the quick, clean ball that Racing have been getting, but good work by Lebrun, and he's found a nice pass there through to Botitu. Lebrun again with Staniforth in support. Papali charges into his opposite number, Joseph. It's come back on the Racing side, little knock-on. Couple of knock-ons. Racing get the first one. They'll have the scrum. Abraham Papali, new arrival this season at Castres from Brive. career with Bay of Plenty. Went to Connacht. 30 years old now and enjoying life down in the south of France. Who can blame him?
Les deux au sol, d'accord? Ouais, on va travailler là-dessus, hein, stabilité, on reste en haut les deux.
Thomas Charabat looking to set the scrum. Jack Goodhue with his first taste of top 14 rugby. Might have been here earlier, but was on the reserve list for New Zealand during the Rugby World Cup. Didn't play, wasn't in the squad, but was on standby just in case anything was needed. So his arrival at Castres, a little bit held up. Not quite sure. Penalty for Racing. Martin Meliond. Well, the buzz around Owen Farrell, of course, not going away. And, interesting to hear Laurent Travers talking before the match. There was a little smile playing around his lips, but he did say discussions have taken place, but as they've taken place with other players. So he's kind of covering himself. A good chance that, and a very good chance, the French press today very much of the opinion that Owen Farrell will be in Paris next season. Referee again, with the penalising Castres for closing up the corridor in the line-out. Saya Khaleesi has made a good impression since he joined the club after the World Cup. Took a few weeks off, and who can blame him? He was outstanding at the Rugby World Cup.
Flexion. Lié.
Nolan Legaric with the put-in. Jordan's feet at the back. Oh, it's messy this time. Legaric, well, Meliond does well there to tidy up, lay the ball back. Gogichashvili drives in. In goes Thomas Laclaya. Natubi trying to wriggle his way around the outside. It's back with the forwards. Lorre driving up. They're close to the line. Woki has it. It's with Legaric. Clay being knocked back. Still room. Ficou. Ficou has it coming back inside. Ficou in front of the posts. Lays it back. Khaleesi is there. Khaleesi is over. The Springbok captain crashes over, and that is his first try for Racing in the top 14. Referee just wants to check on it. He says it's the decision is a try from where he's standing. Just wants to have a little look. But Saya Khaleesi. It was good work by Gaël Ficou. Just handed it back. Khaleesi was there, drove through two, but I think it's whether Lorre has actually interfered with the defenders. So there's maybe scratched off. Lorre offside, holding back the defenders. I don't think this is going to count. Yeah. So scrubbed off. Saya Khaleesi is going to have to wait for his first try.
C'est pour ça que l'essai est refusé. C'est pour ça que l'essai est refusé là, d'accord? Donc on a une pénalité ici, le 13 et ici le 6.
Well, they still had the advantage. So it will be a racing penalty. Still.
Mais il y est, je vais vous le donner.
What are they going to try this time? Scrummage, it looks like.
C'est ça.
Gogichashvili, Georgian, wearing number 1. He was a little bit in the doghouse a week ago. Got a yellow card 10 minutes from time, and that's one of the reasons, not the only reason, one of the reasons why Bayonne were able to steal a victory in that match down in the Basque Country. Big scrummage. Le Garrick with the feed. And the shunt is on. This is rumbling towards the line. The penalty try has been awarded by referee Thomas Charaba. So the Khaleesi try ruled out. Didn't matter in the end. Great work from that man, Gogichashvili, and his fellow forwards, racing with their 3rd try of the game. They lead by 19 points to 3. This is looking a little bit uncomfortable now for the visitors. And a yellow card for Galisson as well. Louis Galisson. So down to 14 in the next 10 minutes.
En avant, repris hors jeu.
Well, small crumbs at the moment for Castres.
Ici, repris devant, position de hors jeu.
Yeah, well, what do you do? Arundel was the man who failed to collect. Going for the posts. Well, nibble away perhaps slightly at the lead. It's not going to make a big impression. Trail by 16 at the moment. I suppose it would bring the score back to within 2 converted tries, which is always a good thing. Louis Lebrun. Tees it up and fires it between the posts. So 3 points clawed back for Castres. They trail 19 points to 6. Jeremy Davidson has got a little bit of thinking to do at the break. He's probably doing his thinking now. He's got a little bit of talking to do at the break. Away we go again. Racing, impressive so far, and still piling forward. Pressure on Papali as he collects immediately from the restart. Fernandez laying it back. And over the top it goes. Into touch. At the moment, Racing just dominating every aspect of the game. They're going well. The set scrum is going well. The line out is ticking over well. Laurie, Khaleesi and Joseph are just dominating the breakdowns. And the backs are moving so quickly. Looking again for space. Oops, gone astray this time, but Fiku sends the ball out wide. driving in once more. Laclaye is there. Kamisha. Ficou. Well, that may have been high. The referee, I think, saying it was his arm. The crowd reckon that was high. Ficou may have made the most of that. Saley with the pass out. And the tackle coming in from Gaetan Barlow. Perhaps a little bit ahead of time there. Knock on in the build-up to that. Well, Rowland's just asking the referee what was that all about, Governor? Although he probably did it in a rather better way than that. Rowlands is a Pembroke College Oxford boy, born in Hammersmith, playing for Wales. Arrived from Newport. Papali just having a few words with Jeremy Davidson. Castres do need to sort themselves out quickly. Oh, this is going to be messy.
Non, vous n'avez pas de jaune, c'est eux qui ont un jaune.
So Baptiste Delaporte.
Flexion.
No, it's not. It's Goodhue's gone onto the flank. He has indeed. Goodhue's gone onto the flank on the far side. And Baptiste Cope has moved around to number 8. Wayan de Benedictis has had to come on, of course, for Guerrois. He's off with the yellow card, hence Papali stepping away from the action for a few minutes. Chewing his nails. Oh, going backwards, but that's well done by Cope. Looking for a gap. He's hunted down by Khaleesi. Lays it back well, though. Staniforth drives in. Castres. Now, this is what we're used to seeing from Castres. A little bit of forward movement, a little bit of impetus. The ball, was that ripped away by Gogichashvili? No, it's come back. Lebrun feeds it out. Staniforth burrows his way in once more. Rowlands comes through to clear the ball, but the referee brings them back for a penalty a little earlier.
C'est volontaire ici, d'accord. Ok. Capitaine. Ici, faute sur la mêlée, en travers. Ici, 5 qui tape. D'accord. Ici, numéro 5, on tape au pied dans le ruck. Ici, là où je suis.
Actually had brought it back for Will Rowlands, kicking the ball away in the ruck. So Castres keeping their heads. They opting again to go for the kick at goal. Just nibbling away at this lead. This is not going to be a simple shot for Louis Lebrun. 2 out of 2 so far, but this one over halfway. Got a bit of pedigree, Louis Lebrun. He's the nephew of Jan de Leg, who you may remember. He was 20 times for France. I think he was in the 1995 World Cup squad, Jan de Leg. Played for Castres a couple of years in the early noughties. Louis Lebrun has found his mark. That's a terrific kick from Louis Lebrun. 3 more points on the board for Castres. And now the gap is just 10 points. 19 points to 9, Racing lead. So yes, Louis Lebrun, nephew of Jan de Leg, Le Petit Mozart, Little Mozart they called him. Conductor of operations, really fabulous player. Won 3 Brenner Shields, Jan de Leg. 1 with Toulon, 2 with Toulouse. Of course, his dad as well, Gilles de Leg. Picked up a couple of caps for France back in 1973. One of those international careers which, if you blink, you miss it. He won 2 caps in the space of a couple of weeks, I think it was, and bang, that was it. Never called again. That's 2 more caps than many of us have got.
Flexion. Lié.
So Castres with just a minute to survive with 14 men on the field. Looking to work the ball, and they've been going well in these last few minutes. While they've been down to 14, they've actually played their best rugby of the game. Staniforth once again, the ball carrier, laying it back in. In goes Delaporte. Back it comes Lebrun with the up and under. It looked as though he was flattened after the event. I don't know if that was a late flatten of Louis Lebrun. He looks a little bit shaken by that. Have a look at this again. Oh, well, the follow through was cumbersome. I think Jordan Joseph is going to get a ticking off. So a late challenge. Quite reasonably. Joseph had a chance there. He could have altered the impact, altered direction slightly. Didn't. And so Castres, again, going well. They have the penalty. And they are, I think, probably going to go for posts again. Just delaying slightly. The time ticking away when they can go back up to 15. Have a look at this again. Well, he's come in really with all guns blazing on poor old Louis Lebrun, who's about half his size. But the fly half is up on his feet. And will have the chance to put this over Loïs Guerroy back on the field. So Castres back to 15. And through the middle it goes. Eating away at that lead. It's now 19 points to 12 in Racing's favour. But that's 3 penalties in pretty quick succession over the course of just 10 minutes, which has allowed Castres just to claw their way back into this game. Just 7 points in it now, so nothing at all really. 1 score. Dumora taking the ball in. Lebrun finds the touch. Just a couple of minutes to go before the half-time. And Castres will be relatively the happier of the 2 teams. Racing have 3 tries to 0, but lead by just 7. Just need to tighten up their discipline a bit. Kamisha sends it long. Taken by Loré.
Cool le porteur.
Saley, given support by Kolisi. In goes Golgichashvili.
Les pas sur le ballon.
Fiku feeding Woki, driven back. Great defence from Castres. Great work from Maravar and De Crespini. But it's still with Racing. Still with Le Garrec. Pops it out nicely. Rollins takes it in. Staniforth with the tackle. They have the advantage, Racing. Fiku sends the ball flying out wide. Making some progress, but the referee brings them back for the penalty.
C'est le 3 bleu, d'accord.
Wilfred Ukpatin, the man penalised.
On projette le numéro 9 après.
Some illegal work on Nolan Le Garrec, the scrum half, it seems. So Méliande.
Geste de nervosité pour nous. Ou le projeter longtemps après l'avoir plaqué.
Finds the touch.
Ce qu'on a aperçu, c'était ça.
Great position for Racing as we approach the half-time hooter. Camille Shah finds Woki at the front. The siren is on, and that's great defence from Castres. They really came around. They will go into half-time very happy indeed, winning the penalty there. It's Thomas Laclaya penalised, getting in front of the man, and not surprisingly, Castres happy just to pop this into touch and call it quits for the half. Another penalty given away by Racing, and I'm sure Stuart Lancaster will have plenty to say about their first half discipline, because they've given away a really dominant position. They led 19 points to 3, 19-12 at half-time. Palace. Yeah, it's we've done okay. It's been difficult.
On n'est pas trop loin derrière, mais il va falloir quand même faire beaucoup plus en deuxième mi-temps si on s'être.
But we need to do an awful lot more in the second half to get a bit closer.
Pour l'instant, on court surtout après les mecs, donc c'est pas super agréable, quoi.
Merci.
So Geoffrey Palace with a few words as we head into half-time. You heard Racing say rapide. You've got to talk quickly.
Une grosse première mi-temps, 2 essais refusés, mais il reste là quand même au score, Castres.
Ouais, après c'est vrai que nous aussi on fait beaucoup de fautes. La preuve, on fait 4 fautes,
made a lot of errors.
On prend 12 points je crois qu'il y a 19-12. Donc c'est à nous de rectifier le tir et d'être plus tueurs et d'arrêter de faire des fautes débiles, notamment moi aussi.
We gave away a lot of points there. We really need to tighten up and put it to bed in the second half. La Défense Arena for the second half of this top 14 match between Racing 92 and Castres. Racing, the home side, leading by 19 points to 12. The change around 3 tries from them. And Castres replying with 4 penalties from Louis Lebrun. They were trailing by 19 points to 3 and down to 14 men. But they came back very well indeed as Racing made error after error and gave away penalty after penalty. 3 of them stuck between the posts by Lebrun, clawing back the points, so it's 19 points to 12. Saya Khaleesi has done his part. Plenty more to do though for Racing. Leaders of the top 14, looking to stay in that position. 3 points clear of Bordeaux, who are at home to Bayonne, and 3 points clear of Toulon as well, who are away to Montpellier on Sunday. So if they do lose, there's a danger they could lose their top spot. Underway we are. The ball immediately cleared into touch by Racing's new number 10, Martin Méliande. Laurent Travers spoke about how polyvalent his backs were. They could move position, so Méliande could play in many positions, and as could Gibert, who's on the bench today, as could a bloke called Owen Farrell. Can play across in the centre or at standoff. So who knows where Méliande will be playing next season. For the moment, his mind on this game as Castres get a good rolling maul on. Fernandez is held up, but they've got the penalty, and this is another opportunity. As Thomas Leclerc gave away a penalty towards the end of the first half, and immediately Castres have the chance to stick over another 3 points and reduce the lead to just 4. Well, Castres are really just being very pragmatic at the moment. They're doing what they do. They like to keep the ball among the forwards. They've been working that well. They've got themselves back into this game in that contact area, and that's what's giving them a little bit more of a headwind. As Louis Lebrun tees it up, big kick for him. He's got a good set of nerves, and that straight as an arrow through it goes, and Castres are now just 4 points adrift. Racing still lead 19 points to 15. Of course, last week they also they had a similarly big lead. I think they led 19-3 in that game as well against Bayonne. Ended up losing as the home side came back into it, and in danger of doing that all over again. Staniforth leading from the front, as he did do during the first half, as he tends to do in pretty much every game Castres play. Taking the ball in, laying it back. The up and under from Jeremy Fernandez, not getting a great deal of distance. Fernandez again, this time keeping the ball more on the ground. Now a chance for Henry Arundel to run, and he's away as he got through one tackler, brought down now. 21-year-old Englishman. Steve Borthwick speaking this week, saying he hoped Arundel would be back for the next World Cup, back playing for England and thus eligible to play for England. As things stand, he's not in with a shout. Racing moving it wide. Oh, that's lovely work. Little step inside. Is there any support for Le Garrick? He had to hold it up a moment. Will Rowlands came in. It's still there. Saley moving wide. Ficou has it. There's a gap here now as Habosi takes the ball in. It's still there for Jordan Joseph now, doing what they did so well in the first half. Will Rowlands drives in towards the line. It's held up. It's just a metre or so short. It's with Leclerc. He can't get over. They're still there, battering away at the line. And over they go. And this time it is Habosi who crashes through for try number 4 for Racing. And maybe that will snuff out the Castres comeback. Inaya Habosi arrived last season from Fiji and Drua, getting his first try of the season. And that will come as some relief to Racing. They're obviously in bonus point territory at the moment. But they need to make sure of it. Nolan Le Garrec on goal kicking duties today. Oh dear. He succeeded with one of his earlier kicks. Not with that one. So 24 points to 15. This was the build-up to it. Battering away at the line, and Abosi crunching his way through. Le Garrec goes over the top on the short side and into touch. Tambalo is the Castres hooker. He's got a good throw on him. So it drifted off course there, but the referee happy with it. Big drive on from Wilf Patin. Good work from the prop forward. Staniforth once again driving in. He's got some help there from Jack Goodhue. Getting in the way of each other, and this could be dangerous as Le Garrec goes on the charge. Dumora is able to tidy up, but he has got away from Le Garrec and clears well. Well, that was dangerous for Castres. 35-year-old Julien Dumora had the presence of mind to tidy up. Dumora, same vintage as Henri Chavancy, of course, who's on the bench for Racing. They must have had a few contests over the years. Both of them 35 years old. Both of them made their debuts back in 2006, I think. In fact, Chavancy, I think 2007. Dumora made his for Pau in 2006. Joined Castres from Lyon in 2014. Le Garrec feeds Francis Saley. Blast into the Castres midfield. No change for him there. Loré. It's a little bit untidy from between Shah and Meliand, but it's Galficu who tidies up. And out it comes once more. Racing look to work it wide. Little chip over the top from Meliand and chases on. Oh, and Arundel didn't collect, but well, once again, it could be a try for Naitubi. Did he get the touchdown though? My initial impression was that he didn't, but let's have a look. The crowd obviously cheering for the try. It just bounced out of the way of Arundel. This was the tackle. Did he get the touchdown? Oh, he might have done. Jeffrey Palace came in with the tackle. Wonder if it would be better to watch that in real time. No try once again. So that's the third try disallowed. Again, and the second one from Naitiri for the same reason, trying to get the ball down with the one hand and just having it dropped from his grasp, unable to get the pressure as it dips over the line. Well, Talking of pressure, this is a pressure line out for Gaëtan Barlow. Oh, it's fingertipped away. It's messy. There's a knock on in there. And Louis Lebrun has taken another crunch. Well, the line out went very messy. There was a knock on from Castres, which, well, may have saved them in the short term. Louis Lebrun. Just wonder what he's done wrong. There was a little flick on there, a knock on. Oh, that's where Lebrun, I think, ran into Wenceslas Laurier. I think, unlike the previous one, I'm not sure that Laurier was particularly to blame for that. He was standing his ground, and Lebrun came crunching into him. Doesn't make it any less painful, of course. Well, Racing have got their mojo back a little bit. They've picked up the pace. That was what hurt Castres so much in the early stages of the first half, was the speed with which Racing recycled, moved the ball on, kept hammering away at the lines with that quick phase ball, keeping the ball alive. Got bogged down a little bit after that. But back on course now. Jordan Joseph has it. Big number 8. Driven back very well by Castres. Good defence. Joseph has got clean ball back once again. Gogichashvili drives in. Cameron Woki looking for a way through, looking for try number 5. The ball squirts through the hands from Camille Chat. The referee bringing them back, I think, for a previous offence. It is a penalty for Racing. Camille Chat denied a second try. Five metres out. And the changes begin. In the front row for Castres, it looks like a completely fresh front row. So Wayne De Benedictis coming in at loosehead. Lois Zarantonello at hooker. And Aurélien Hazard at tight head. Moment for Castres. They've done well to come back into this game, close the gap to 4 points. It's now 9 points. Another Racing try now would be a little bit demoralising, I think, having done so much hard work to get back into this game.
Il n'y avait pas de stabilité. On fait l'effort, vous venez de rentrer, d'accord? On fait l'effort vraiment sur la stabilité. On n'a pas eu de problème en première mi-temps sur la stabilité.
Asking for stability, addressing himself to Zarantonello.
Marqué de là, bien à gauche. Je garde de l'espace ici, d'accord? Se laisse de l'espace.
Arrival from Agen.
Oui, je regarde. Moi,
This
je veux
year.
que vous soyez stable.
Two packs settle once more.
Flexion. Lié.
Nolan Legarec with the put in. Jordan Joseph has it. It's messy. It's going back. It's come out on the Castres side. The penalty, though, with Racing.
gaucher ici, et se mettre en travers.
That's Aurélien Hazard, who's penalised for coming in sideways.
Ça sortait. Pour moi, il n'est pas en travers ici.
So Racing, who've already had one penalty try from messing up the Castres scrummage. Well, they may be looking at a second one here. This is danger time, very definitely, for Castres. They're on the back foot. Need to hold firm. They do not want to concede a try. Well, the referee again, not happy. And I think there's maybe a little talking to. Front rows being summoned for a little tete-a-tete. Not quite sure why he has to take them away on their own, but there you are, that's the way of the world.
On avait des mêlées qui étaient stables en première mi-temps, d'accord? Donc je veux de la stabilité, comme je vous ai dit au vestiaire, sur ces mêlées.
So he's saying
Ça introduit trop vite de votre côté, donc je veux pas
the
la
scrums
laisser
were
partir. Je veux une plateforme stable des deux côtés.
not stable in the first half. He wants
Voilà.
stability
Vous vous mettez au diapason
now.
de la première mi-temps.
Doesn't want it as happened in the first half.
Que ça soit stable. Non, mais en fait, quand les deux anticipent, on aboutit à ça. Voilà, on veut pas ça. 9. Plateforme
Jeremy
stable avant
Davidson
d'introduire.
pacing
D'accord?
the touchline.
C'est toujours la même. Donc vous vous mettez bien à gauche, encore à gauche. Voilà.
He's the kind of player you'd fancy in the second row today. Jeremy Davidson, what a player he was. For Ireland and the British and Irish Lions.
Flexion. Ligue.
Distant memories of a bygone age.
Jeu.
Nolan Le Garrick with the feed. Big drive once again from Racing. The penalty, they had the advantage. Joseph drives in, Le Garrick feeds. Forwards piling in, still there. Camille Shah looks to burrow his way through, not this time. Bounces back off the defence. Is there a little bit of space? Oh, Arundel is going through, and there's the try for Henry Arundel. Just slicing through the defence. His 6th try of the season, and Racing once again rolling clear. 29 points to 15. They lead Castres, their 5th try of the match. Well, Henry Arundel has been a sensation with Racing since arriving from London Irish. Of course, he scored those 5 tries in the World Cup against Chile, which put him on everyone's map, I think, internationally. Made his mark early in the top 14 with a hat-trick against Toulon. And he's now got 6 tries to his name. Meliond this time takes the kick and over she goes. Difficult to stop. Went between Palace and Lebrun, and again tackling not particularly forceful. 16 points the gap, so Racing back to where they were a little earlier. They had a 16-point lead when it was 19-3. Which was when Castres began their comeback. A couple more changes on the Castres side with Delaporte on for Papali, and Santiago Arata taking over from Jeremy Fernandez at halfback. Arata from Uruguay, played in the World Cup and stood out in the World Cup, had a really good tournament. Quality player. He's wearing number 20 on the Castres side. In the action now, Arata puts in his first tackle. It's with Racing. Back comes the ball. Melion sends it skywards. Well, roofwards. La Défense Arena enclosed, of course. A big drive in from Hazard. Castro with a little bit of oomph to them now. So Antonello piling in. Oh, the throw just going a little bit loose. Little dink forward from Ula. Oh, he's going to be through. Nathaniel Ula. Terrific individual try from him. His 4th of the season. That's a lovely finish from Nathaniel Ula. Well, it came a little bit out of nothing. It was a messy throw. Ula collected, just skinned Habosi on the wing and skated through for the try. Little dink through, just collected inside the line and dotted down. So Castres not giving up this one. Still 20 minutes, over 20 minutes to play. So they've still got time to launch a second comeback, especially if Louis Lebrun can pop this one over and cut the gap once more to 9 points. Oh, he may just have pushed that a little bit wide. So Lebrun does fail with one. Successful with 5 penalties so far. His first one off the tee to miss its mark. Josiah Resuke has made his way onto the field. Slipped under my radar earlier. Resuke. Changes also being made on the Racing. Another front row coming in, which includes Trevor Nyakane, of course, Khaleesi's Springbok teammate. Henri Chavancy also making his way onto the field. There is Big Trevor. Played for the Bulls for many years and he's built like a bull. Well, Castres again have a chance to kick for points. Clinging on in the tackle there, not letting go for anything. Shah with a big smile. This game not over though. Lebrun, similar to the similar width to the conversion. Obviously, the distance a little bit greater. But he's got that one perfectly. Lovely kick from Lebrun. He's back on form. And the gap now just 8 points. Racing leading by 31 points to 23. So 6 penalties for Lebrun, 18 points off his boot. Good take by Nakarawa on the field as well. Antoine Gibert prepares to enter the fray. Taking over from Martin Méliande, who has done okay in his first start in the top 14. The 22-year-old making a good early impression. It's the more experienced Antoine Gibert, 26 years old, who now comes in to try and finish this off. The Garrick. Quick ball once again, working. Laurie takes the ball in. The Garrick feeds. Laurie again doing a lot of the grunt work. Oh, the ball spinning out on the Castres side. Dumora. Long ranging kick. Oh, and this is awkward. Arundel almost getting himself into trouble. He manages to spin out of the attack and looking to counter-attack. Sure, Chavancy was up for running it the length of the pitch, gave it the boot. Castres come again. Good work from Botitu. Oh, it's awkward. This is going to come back for Racing. Oh, it's just a little bit untidy at the moment, both teams. Throwing everything at it. Dumora collects and makes the clearance. Look at that territory during the game, 65-35 in favour of Racing. Last 10 minutes, the other way around. So Jack Goodhue making his way off. His first game for Castres. Welcome to the top 14, my son. Perhaps didn't see as much of him as we would have liked, or as Castres would have liked, but his day will come. Racing on the attack. Woki. Oh, he's found Le Garrick, but he's held up. Joseph on the drive. Le Garrick feeds. Nyakane. Gibert. Fiku looking for a way through. He's done well. He managed to slip through the claws of Nakarawa. Oh, offside there from Santiago Arata. A long kick out to touch, but the referee says Racing were offside, coming back for the penalty. And now I think it's going to be Gael Fiku's turn to play the pragmatist and take 3 points, is he? Gibert is going to have a kick a goal. This is, oddly enough, his first place kick this season. He's played 438 minutes before this match without attempting a place kick. It's his first one, and it sails through. So, well done, Antoine Gibert. He's got his kicking boots, in spite of not having to use them thus far this season. 34 points to 23. Once again, the lead just stretches. Well, Rowlands has taken a breather, and Boris Palou replacing him in the second row, wearing number 18.
En avant qui va en touche, c'est ça? En avant blanc qui va en touche, option. Option, touche ou mêlée? Pénalité? Ok. Là-bas. Plaquage en l'air sur la réception.
So bringing him back, tackling the man in the air.
Ici, ici, neuf.
Penalty being awarded.
Plaquage en l'air ici.
.15 minutes remaining, 11 points the gap. Castres have no, well, apart from that individual against the, not quite against the run of play, but it came out of the blue, the try for Nathaniel Hulot. And otherwise, they've never really threatened the try line. So Tarrant is the new hooker with the throwing duties. Finds his man, but it's back with Dumora. And it goes to try scorer Hulot. Yet another stoppage. Yet another man making his way on. Christian Wade. Oh, that's not so good. Camille Shah is missed already. But the knock on means that Racing have got away with it.
Allez, propre en mêlée.
Cameron Wilkie just waiting to settle. He's got a new partner at lock, Boris Palou. 62 games for Racing. Boris Palou picked up a couple of French caps on the way. And another penalty for Racing. So Castres now making the errors, allowing Racing to take charge as this game approaches its final 10 minutes. Santiago Arata a couple of times now has just been a little bit quick off the mark getting round, a little bit too quick off the mark getting round. So needs to hold his horses a little bit. Gauthier Maravat taking the ball in for Castres.
Alors rentrez, jouez-le. Toujours le même.
Arata now, what's he going to do? Over the top, it looks like. It's got a bit of distance on it. It's well taken by Natuvi. Woki drives in. Gibert. Down the line it goes. Putting a little bit of pressure. That's well done by Antoine Gibert. Nothing really that Julien Dumora could do about that one. It seemed to just hold up on him. He stalled for a moment and suddenly it was away again, into touch. So now Loris Zarantonello really does need to find his man. That's well taken. Maravin, the collector. Baptiste Cope trying to make his way forward. And Castres have the penalty. They need to get to work quickly. Yannick Tarit pénalised.
C'est pour ça que vous avez eu la pénalité?
Oui, bien sûr, mais pour après, vous avez vu, encore où? Je vais pas me faire baiser.
Je l'ai vu.
Good work by Castres at the back there. Tarit, as you see, the man in trouble with the referee. So Zarantonello goes long. Again, another good take by Maravin. The line out working well for Castres now. Ball coming back. It's with Zarantonello. Lays it back, Arata. It's looking for a quick ball, it's not quick though. He's sucked in. Just clawing the ball around the side. Oh dear. And that's a little fumble from Louis Lebrun. The look of a man who's not enjoying himself terribly, or at least not in that moment. Just caught himself in two minds there. I think he was going to go for the kick and then thought, do you know what, I might hold on to this and run it, and just lost his grip. So Jordan Joseph returns, having had a nice refreshing break. Wenceslas Lorre takes his leave for the moment. Perhaps he'll be back, who knows. Rolling substitutes. Make your own mind up.
Let's go, Trevor.
So Nolan Le Garrec has ball in hand. We're into the last 10 minutes. Racing have an 11-point lead. 34 points to 23. They have the bonus point in their pocket already. Maybe wanting to close this one out as off they go from the back, and there's Gibert through the gap. Brings it inside for Ficou. Again, lovely speed of work from Racing at the back of the scrummage. Still looking to move it forward with Tarit, but it's turned over. Dumora looking to launch the counter-attack. Lebrun. Oh, and that's nicely taken. And Nakarawa, he's going through. This is going to be another try, is it? The ball fed back in field. It's collected by Le Garrec. Well, that was... I'm not entirely sure how Castres didn't score there. They may still score. No, they won't. The referee's whistle is gone. They're going to have to come back. The crowd have seen something. Perhaps an illegal challenge on Nolan Le Garrec. You can hear the hoots and the boos and the whistles, but There was Lebrun slipping the ball outside. Nakarawa went through the tackle, popped it back. Well, the tackle came in from Josiah Resuke. He was making the tackle as the kick was made. Gave him a friendly little tap on the cheek, I think, which Gilbert was not, Le Garrec was not impressed with.
D'accord, alors pour moi il n'y avait pas d'anti-jeu là, c'était du contre-règle là-bas. Je vous explique.
C'est un course, on fait 60 mètres.
Non, non, mais ça c'est pas.
Julien Dumora now trying to make an appeal.
Votre joueur il fait un superbe plaquage qui est tout à fait légal et connecté.
So
Par contre, après derrière, il se permet de chambrer et lui taper sur la tête. Franchement,
yeah, there was nothing wrong with the tackle from Rasuke. But the referee saying the little tap to the face, totally unnecessary. And that's what's been penalised. That was silly from Rasuke. Don't know why he did that. So a chance for Racing just to take a breath. The clock ticks away. 6 and a bit minutes to go. And they will have the advantage of having the line-out throw. So looks like we've got Meliond back again for Naituvi now. A little merry-go-round. These substitutions, another poor throw. They need to get Camille Shah back on. He can find his man. Tarrant has struggled since he came on in the line-outs. Well taken on by Baptiste Cope. Castres setting the ball up. It goes with De Benedictis taking it on. Looking for a way through. So Antonello drives in this time. Lebrun looking for a gap, not there. Just putting Racing on the back foot now. Big drive through from Marava. In goes Azar. Still with Azar. He's trying to get it back. Arata has it. There's a penalty for Castres as and when they want it. If they want it. They're going to probably well, any moment now maybe, but Louis Lebrun. Yeah, it's gone the other way. They'll be back for the penalty.
Première faute ici, les plaqueurs ont connu fort de sortir. On empêche un soutien
Tackler
efficace.
not getting out of the way. Blocking play.
Plaqueur, si on sort, le soutien est plus efficace.
Well, Castres have a decision now. They trail by 11. So a penalty would put them 8 points distance, which isn't good enough. So that's why they're going for the line out. It wasn't a great kick, but it'll get them where they need to be. At least in the right vicinity. Nakana having a little bit of treatment. Now, Zad Antonello needs to find his man. Maravad does. Great take from the lock forward. Driving forward with Cope. That little combination working well in this second half. It's still there. The advantage is with Castres. Laying it back. Delaporte drives in. Nakarawa takes them closer. Castres closing on the line. Little dink over the top. Dumora aiming for it, but it's gone out. They had the advantage. Now what is happening? Is there a little bit of a shindig on the sideline? There is, I think. Nolan McGarrick getting involved again.
18 blancs, on pousse avant sur la touche. D'accord, pardon, excusez-moi. reculer, la touche. La touche, elle est au 10 mètres.
Well,
La pénalité, elle est là, ici, monsieur.
Dumora keen to get the ball back from Nolan Legaric.
18 blancs, on pousse avant. Sur les 15.
Boris Palou, the man penalised. So once again, LeBrun going for the line out. The kick wasn't quite right. Legaric went high for it. Dumora never really stood much of a chance, but this is the important moment now. Time is ticking away. Castres trail by 11. They have to score now to have any hope. Nakarawa takes well at the front. The drive is on. It is with De Benedictis at the back. They're driving over. This is going to be a try for Castres. That was superb work off the line out. Oh, training ground stuff. Brilliantly taken at the front. And prop forward Wayne De Benedictis going over for the try that brings them back onto the coattails of Racing, gives them a sniff of a hope in these last couple of minutes. Well, the gap, 6 points now. Even if he converts, they're going to need a converted try to finish. You need to get your skates on, Louis. Haven't got time to run down the clock. Every second is going to be vital. He's got to get on with this. This, of course, would bring them in distance. It's a beautiful kick. Well, Louis Lebrun, terrific work from him. 4 points the gap, so a defensive bonus point is on the cards for Castres. It was super stuff from the line out. Absolutely textbook stuff. That's the kind of work that, well, you might have seen 50 years ago. What doesn't change?
Non, c'est accidentel, c'est bon. Il n'y a rien de plus, Patrick, t'arrives vu aux images, ça me voilà.
Well, Racing with the restart. Castres have less than a minute on the clock. They're going to have to take this deep into added time. They're just going to have to keep their hands on the ball now, Castres, if they are to win this match. They've got to work it out from defence, as they're doing. Driving forward, keeping the forwards close. It's what they're good at. You've got to play. They're going to get the siren any moment. No, well, in fact, well, Castres put it into touch. That is the end of the game. So Castres not even attempting to win the match in the final minutes. Are happy just to hold on to the defensive bonus point they got there at the end. Great win for Racing. A peculiar game. They won it, though, by 34 points to 30. Racing stay top of the top 14. They also take the offensive bonus point. So at least Castres come away with something from this game.